Thank you very much. Yeah, folks, I mean, that's the question. Do you think Tempo has it in them with this draft to be able to deal with Nigma and once again to deal with that Faceless Void that they opened their draft with?
Ooh, man, I don't know. I'm loving the draft order that Nigma set themselves up in. It feels like they kind of just broke the draft from Tempo and broke the lanes in particular and put them out of the comfort zone that they probably wanted to have in this game. Definitely a bit of a concern there for them, but I do think that Morph, like the panel was talking about, is that one thing that can bail them out. But I did see Cry play it the other day, and he didn't have the most free farm that I kind of expected him to when he was given all the space in the world. He did suffer a bit.
Sure, and especially if you sort of consider the way that he played last game, particularly when he's playing this Morph, right? He's got to be a little more careful with how he spends his time in the early game.
It's like the game, you have to be so, like, I guess, like, egocentric. It has to be, like, all about you. And I think that's what he had to do also in that Troll Warlord game. And I feel like he was just playing too much with the team, where I feel like with this game, it's something similar. He has to be super selfish this game as a Morph play. It's all about him. Can't go for bailing out his teammates and bailing out, you know, what's going to end up being a bad situation in some of these lanes.
See you later, nerds.
I'm sort of over on the side of Nigma. I mean, obviously, other than the obvious opening with Void feeling very strong, I mean, what else about their draft sort of really works that looks so scary?
They kind of just counter what... Ooh, LeBron, he's surrounded by 3 or 4 heroes right now. He's going to get just some hits on him, get blocked a little bit. I think he'd be okay with the Spear. Yeah, he should be fine. I think they just counteracted a lot what Tempo has. Like, this Wyvern pick for me is a hero that I feel like is being underutilized in a lot of situations, and it's amazing versus Magnus and Slardar. Just full out breaks both of the heroes.
LeBron, he's trying to get someone on the cliff.
He might die doing so.
He really wanted to get someone on the cliff there, but
one more
hit.
He's in the tree line.
Nope. Got him, Armin. First blood for him. I mean, he tried, LeBron. He really tried to get someone up there.
But it shouldn't be a play he's doing because they can just TP down.
Wait, hang on. What's going on mid?
Oh, now mid.
Whoa. Uh-oh. They're going to need some TP straight away down the mid lane. You got to help your Ember.
I mean, he's okay,
just running him down. He will live. Bron coming in was enough to sort of scare Nigma away. Now we get 3 heroes down the mid lane. I mean, this reminds me of my 3K pops.
I guess we didn't block, so the Ember didn't block, so that it went all the way under his tower because it pushed forward, and they were just there. So
it was just everyone's on mid. I love it. The chaos is beginning. They will now start to split up. GH is of course going to head up top to help out Miracle against DNZ and Cry, and well, still around the mid. Iron Man, he's still playing around with LeBron.
Getting pushed away now. We'll get a hit though on Noob though, so that Arctic Burn coming into play. But yeah, I'm still like that whole thing with LeBron level 1 was really weird because like even if he clips the Wyvern just flies down and Ruby just TPs. So him giving that death was pretty costly for him.
Looking at sort of some of these other lanes that have been left a little quiet. This bottom lane, mind control on Timber against Mitch as the Slardar. I mean, how does this work out? Put a few levels in it and then the Timber takes over?
Same as usual. Yep. It's like as soon as you're level 3 and your armor really starts to kick in, you're perfectly fine. First 2 levels though, Mitch does reign supreme. Slardar is quite good. That bash is a lot of damage versus all of these melees.
I mean, and that's the thing as well. Once the levels are there for this Timber, who comes down here to deal with mind control? Because I mean, it's not like LeBron's going to be able to much up, right? What's he going to do? Step forward and get Whirling Death as well?
No one really does lane versus him almost at all, as Weehawk gets the solo kill in the mid lane, and bottom also, Mitch does go down to the % damage of the Wyvern Timber.
Looking a little rough already in these first couple of minutes. Nigma with these solid lanes. And this mid lane, I mean, you just look at the CS. It's
impossible.
It's not going to get any better. It is not going to get any better. 14-9 against the 4-0. This is, you know, this Ember's been well and truly vipered.
It just gets worse. This lane is not fun for an Ember at all at this point.
Not.
He's gonna walk up, 1 or 2 quick poison attacks, and he has to run away again. As we watch the jungle, GH looks like he's gonna be able to find DNZ here. These boots. We're gonna play around the trees though.
DNZ trying to give him a bit of a dance. GH is gonna bring him low, finish him off with the Fade Bolt. Kills everywhere so far as it seems for
Mitch bottom.
Nigma.
Almost going down to the Whirling Death of Mind Control. And yeah, you see even gets Orb of Venom, and you know Mind Control, like, look at his items. Doesn't bring regen, doesn't care. It's now a Timbersaw versus a pure physical lane.
I mean, what in terms of movements that Tempo can make to relieve for this lane pressure, when you look at like the mid and the bottom, I mean, is it like a DNZ just not leave Cry, like a DNZ come down and try and help out, or what's the plan?
I mean, at the end of the day, the game is about your Morphling, and your Morphling's still farming okay, so I think it's like, all right, we kind of just have to accept this. Like, you can check runes, so at least we'll check the Arcane rune for top, but I don't think you want to leave Cry on top at all, ever. Maybe you want to move him out of the top lane to bottom at some point as well, because it just becomes a scary place to be in.
They've just got to try and... I mean, you know, I guess on this bottom lane, when the levels come in for themselves, it's going to be okay, but until the Mind Control has like his level 6, this bottom lane is just going to be just a no-go area, right? He's going to be diving into the Chakram and killing Magnus, Slardar. These two heroes die very easily to the burst of a Timber. Yeah, nobody can really go up there. DNZ top, Miracle and GH will find him, and Krylat also
Dire's top tower
makes his way forward to try to help out his buddy, but he's already set at 200 HP. He has no regen. He can't farm top very safe now. This is a huge concern.
Mid lane, he's hit 6, whilst Noob is still sitting on level 4.
And he knows he's in a jungle, and he's just going to steal his creeps even.
The creeps there, I mean, Noob was working on those hard. He was working on them hard, and We Are just comes in and steals the glory.
Oh god, yeah, this is such a hard game for them to recover. It's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be recovery points at all stages, and it's not like they have this like overwhelming amount of team fight to bring them in at all either. They only have a Magnus for their team fight, and it's a position 5 Magnus. Well, I see Nigma, they have tons of different ways to team fight with Void, with Ember, with Rubik, with a frontline Timber and Viper too. They're gonna be able to press the issue forward and just not let Tempo farm.
Yeah, and it's as you said, the fact that he's already having to do it for the 5, but the fact on top of it is just, it's not an easy Magnus game. He does manage to get the skewer in onto Iron Man underneath the tower, but look at the damage from We Are coming out to Noob. Noob's going to die. And Iron Man is fine, they don't have enough damage to finish him off. They're just going to collapse past the tower onto DNZ. Double kill for We Are. 8-0, 2k lead, and 6 minutes in, this tier 1 tower, it's nearly going down. They're able to do so much damage with this first siege creep.
They're actually all just chain tanking it. This is giving me memories. This is really reminding me of Team Secret's second game versus Tempo as well, where the game was pretty much over at the 7-minute mark. They were just dancing with 2 heroes in the jungle. There's just firm grasp, firm control as this tower is dead.
Radiant's middle tower.
6.5 minutes in.
Oh, LeBron with the haste.
Oh,
go for it.
Oh, no, with the jukes. Oh, but LeBron got him. There we go. LeBron able to get a kill on the board for Tempo. Able to find something. They need it. And so far, what they... Oh, all right, a second one here. Mitch and Krylat able to team up onto Miracle, chase him down.
Rubik is gonna find GH, the level 4 Ember versus the level 3 Rubik.
All right. They're getting some kills. They're getting some action. We Are is going to run down DNZ. See if DNZ... Nah, DNZ is not going to live through this one. Viper strike down. We Are a couple more hits. He can even turn his attention over towards another one. Has to be a little careful as Christ turns into the Viper. Some Viper on Viper action. The toxicity levels are rising. We Are just kill Noob, but Tempo are able to clean him up in response. And it is Cry turning up for these 4 kills. You know, he was around for kill on Miracle Top, and he heads over and he's able to help get that kill onto We Are. So the Morphlings game still looks okay.
Don't look at the Ember's game though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, he did manage to get the circlet finished.
He did get the circlet finished.
But it's wrong. It's wrong. Bottom lane. Another tier 1 tower is being taken here by Nigma. 8 minutes in.
Radiant's
keeping this pressure up.
Has fallen.
Very, very early tower losses.
It's just brutal because now you're all put in a position where you don't really know where to go because your lanes are totally broken and no one wants to go to the hard lane. Like Mitch will just tank it, he'll go up top, but bottom, like who wants to really farm down there? I guess it'll be LeBron, Noob. can't even jungle safely because he just dies to anybody he runs into. He's not level 6 yet on the mid laner. This is like the slowest level 6 I think I've ever seen on a mid because of the matchup that he's in. He'll be given bottom.
Here we go.
Get a 6. There
Here's
we go.
his level 6. He's got the empower. Noob's ready to make the comeback of a century.
He's getting all the last hits as well. Look at him go.
He doesn't miss a single one.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that. He's ready to pick his game back up. See, oh, LeBron, he's out with the TP.
And he's not.
He is. That's an 8-minute run of Atos done from We Are. Very, very spooky. 6 kills so far from We Are this game.
Our men gonna be healing up here, watching DNZ.
We Are coming back over. DNZ's dead. It's gonna be another kill.
By the way, this is 9 minutes in. That's their base.
Nigma don't care. They're over the map. They're going wherever they want. They're killing whoever they want. They just cannot be stopped.
They're really just breaking the weakness of that tempo draft and just exploiting it at its maximum. As Krylet shows his space mid.
Approaches the Atos.
He's still getting chased out though.
He should be fine. Waveform back again in a few seconds. Mind Control's going to need some serious burst to take him and doesn't quite have it in him. So Cry will live. He's able to walk away. I think for Nigma, they want to try and get this level 6 on RMN, so they've got another bit of catch with the ult. Got the Viper Strike coming in from Weeheart. Will indeed fall. Another kill for Weeheart. 7-1-1. He's looking for high fives. Who's there to give it to him? RMN. No, he's going to deny it. No fight, no high five for Weeheart.
Ooh. Krylet farming low there on the side there with the Morbid Mask. Weehaw, he's just walking in. Clarities are running. Does have to watch out here though.
Oh, they got the change from Noob. We are getting this pretty low. They got him. The curse coming in a little too late as Tempo. They get the kill on Wee. Noob's trying to jump to chase down RMN, and he's doing it with his flame guard. The heal, it won't save him. Cold Embrace is not enough to keep him alive. Able to make some sort of a kickback there against Nigma. As they do get Weehaw. I mean, always going to be... Yeah, has to be a little careful walking into the 3 of them like that. Cry, he's going to turn into the Viper and use, you know, obviously, that break against the Viper, and that does make Weehaw melt pretty quickly.
This Morphling is actually being the playmaker and the carry for his team so far.
He really is. And no, we were sort of saying it kind of needs not to, but I think the way that things went, Cry's like, right, I have to do this. I've got to do everything. And to give him credit, he is 2-0-2. He's making the magic work whilst his team really do struggle.
He's making the magic work, and Noob, for being like a level 4 Ember or whatever it is, he's making these small little chains work in his situations where he's finding these kills. So definitely signs of life. It still is Miracle, mostly free farming, and Mind Control also still taking over the lanes, but not out of it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Try and lead NGH. Quite find the grab.
Radiant are scared.
For now, and Tempo, they've got the 4 of them here. No RP for 45 seconds, but Cry, he's just stepping straight forward. He's going to look to try and burst down RMN. Some of the waveforms, not enough damage to kill the Wyvern. So this is, of course, space being created. Mind Control continues to maintain his residence in the mid lane.
Yeah, they have the 2 heroes that they want on the side of Nigma to farm, and then they have the 3 stallers just stalling up top as they're exactly supposed to. Just nuke out the waves with your double wave clears.
DNZ did try for the TP in front of the enemies with Disable move. It was not very effective, and he should pop. Oh, maybe not actually. Okay, end of the heals. All right. Hey, they sort of backed off on him because they were scared of Cry.
Yeah,
didn't see that.
He had the full urn running on him during the entire ulti, and it's mostly magic, so he just put himself 2 heals.
They do still have a curse. RMN's still hiding around the trees looking for the setup, but Cry and DNZ, they're playing it careful. They're not going to be caught out by this. They make sure they don't get jumped upon.
Yeah. GH also did get himself a false promise stolen out of that, though, so it's a pretty big steal. Definitely changed things a lot. Imagine they can't kill Mind Control anyway. Throw a false promise in the right situation, and he's even more unkillable. And they're looking to smoke now, getting aggressive into this triangle here. They're looking for this Morphling.
He is slippery though.
Still a hard kill. But they can mess with him. That's the important thing, and they want to be able to do that. As
And nearly gets burst. Oh, whoa! Wasn't Timber but look at this. LeBron, he's managed to catch mind control, get him under the tower. Quick moves there from LeBron. He seizes the opportunity as mind control just presents himself, and no hesitation. He gets him straight underneath the tower.
very nicely done, and they have Mitch there too, so that big corrosive haze kicks in, and there was not the reactive armor stack built up just yet. So nice reaction.
We are as well. Cry down the five with the shockwave won't connect. The telekinesis remnant in as well as the change on the two of them, but the curse is there. Holds back Mitch and Noob. Still buying time for Nigma to escape, but Cry, he's chasing. Zips in. We are backing up to the side. We'll be healed up for now by the cold embrace. They've got back up in with mind control, respawning, jumps it onto Cry, tries to burst him. Cry still alive. Cry actually finishing off the kill onto the Viper. Now he's got to run Miracle jump, but he has no chrono still for the 2 minutes. Cry, he's going to go for the TP out. Cry is made it away. Out of the action. Mitch tries to run down GH, but Nigma will be able to clean him up. As the final bash comes in from Miracle, he finds Mitch. Nigma head over towards LeBron. They'll be able to clean up the Magnus too. As Nigma continues to stay on top of the fight, but Cry he's living through it all. He's 3-0-3s on the way to the E-Blade. He really is, you know, the one potential for Tempo to turn around the force that Nigma's being able to bring against them.
Yeah, if that curse doesn't go off instantly onto the Slardar there, they might actually be able to get just such a fast chain sequence of kills, but Nigma able to reset, get closer to their tower, and then bring the majority. It still looks very hard for Temple, but like you said, you Cry.
He's trying his best, Cry.
He's trying.
He's doing everything he can as this morph, but it's very, very hard with the power that Nigma's got. Again, I think any time in these sort of games where you see Miracle at the top, whilst his team's ahead, you know the damage is only going to get a lot worse for Tempo. They are going to struggle to deal with this Faceless Void yet again. You know, coming through as the first pick, I mean, and this is why it's just this hero that, regardless of the outcome of the draft, is very likely to have a good game when it's in the hands of someone like Miracle.
Yep, and it just always gives you late game insurance in a way.
Money.
Miracle walking up. They're actually going to spot Noob here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He'll be just fine as the fight commences onto mind control.
He's got himself over the ravine.
He's got home mech and 21 charges. Not the target that you want to go on anymore.
In fact, yeah, mind control knows that too. He's about to go in onto DNZ and force out some sort of reaction.
Under attack.
Right, back by the shockwave waveform. Back underneath the tower as he stands aside. Miracle still on a little bit of a hunt there for Noob, but Noob he's cutting in deep, cutting the waves. RMN, curse available if the fight does kick off from Tempo.
Sees them. He might be able to get a good curse here.
He's trying to find it. He gets them all, but the shift has already begun. It's already begun, so Cry is more than fine. And Mitch, he's actually trying to turn this. He's running down RMN. He's able to burst him low with the physical damage, gets the cold and face off, and now we are turns with the Viper Strike, but there's the false promise, keeping Mitch alive, and they're able to finish off the kill on RMN. They've got the RP available.
Mind control.
Locks down the Timber, skewers him away from any sort of backup. The Timber in trouble as he's held underneath the tower. DNZ dukes him down, claims the double, and Noob, he's not done. He's a jump forward with Remnant, pulls up We Are. Mitch trying to get into the ultimate. We Are turns, heavy burst onto Mitch, dragged back by the shockwave. Miracle's now turned up to the fight. Mitch, he's got to run. He's got the Chrono's down. Change holds back Miracle for a second, but they come to an end. Miracle's able to head over the Chrono, and with the help of We Are, claim the lives of both of them.
Pretty decent for them initially until that Void does show up, and then they overstay their welcome a little bit. Cry is also under vision here for a second. I think we was trying to set up on him there. We had decent signs of life until we do see it's every time. It's when Miracle shows up.
Yeah.
They have to just back away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They saw the Eagle song finish now, so they're going to be aware that it's going to be a straight shotgun build, which you'd imagine versus a Wyvern at 2, that he's going to go for this build this time.
Yeah, even for the potential saves against the Void, if Miracle isn't to catch him in the Chrono.
Yeah.
E-Blade Curse Form can definitely disrupt some good moves from Miracle.
Yeah, he can protect the curse target. He can protect the inside Chrono, and he can also burst down those cold embrace targets too. RMN.
They're gonna find RMN, but he's up to the high ground. Double damage. One charges will save him. So so still hunting. Might find the courier here. LeBron, he's going to be able to get RMN's courier. A couple of hits. She's steering away there from mind control. Very worried about being burst by the timber as he TP straight out. Cry looks to finish off the tier 1 top. They'll put the fortification, and we are moving over as well as mind control. Tempo's got to be careful as mind control. For the catch, he's able to slow down DNZ. We are getting in range. Should shortly be able to try and find the rod onto one of the two of them, but DNZ, yep, they found him. DNZ's locked down. Foz promises himself to keep, or at least try and keep himself alive, but a lot of damage is coming through. He's got the urn heal, so it will be a good amount of heal, but the overwhelming damage from Weehawk with that poison does finish him off.
He's getting close to the Vessel on that Oracle, though. If he had Vessel there, perhaps he's actually almost takes over it. Now they're looking to punch back. They bring everyone top, but now Nigma is reacting. They're bringing GH top.
They have RP,
but he's dying too fast.
Curse is going to be that setup, and LeBron very likely to be first as soon as the curse comes to an end. They get Mitch too. Again, it's just so hard to fight Nigma's lineup. RMN always having this curse availability to turn around these attempts now from Tempo in the mid game. And with 2 dead, Nigma's going to head into the pit. 10 seconds away from Chrono. They're more than happy to take a fight if Tempo can try and come over to contest this.
And we actually, I didn't get to point this one out before, but it's been 90 seconds that GH has had in power for Miracle too. So again, the Void is powered up throughout the majority of these fights. So you reach that far.
There we have it, yeah. Miracle just continue to stay on the top. Elstrom, Manta done. Has Chrono Cry hiding behind this one tree.
Really wants to get the bounty room.
He's going to look for mind control.
He almost actually got him with that burst. That was a nice little attempt there.
Yeah, without sort of that mech burst here, he would have been very, very low. Got some banter here from GH.
I wonder what that means.
I hear
do you speak Arabic? Because I do not.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. But it was GH, so it probably was, I love you guys. And then Ember, I'm sure, said, I love you as well. I'm sure they were having some banter at the start. I think these two teams seem to, GH seems to know a fair few of the players.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely got some friendships, a bit of banter between these two squads.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's just going to be, really, like we said, the Cry, it's just him. Noob has slightly recovered this farm, but it's still just, it's so damn hard for them to do much of anything. Weehawk, again, Solar Crest, buffing up Miracle, then power all over again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling.
So hard for them to even start the fight on Tempo. They're so close to Mitch having Blink. He's 10 gold away. Then they actually have a real form of initiating fights, because before that it was just really awkward for them. Maybe this will be something that can start to bring them in, because it's also level 12, so level 2 Corrosive Haze is not just right off either.
It's going to be hard though.
It is.
Very hard. Just 7k down, 22 to 10. Nigma just having another very fiery game.
And there is this Solar Crest to counteract this level 2 Corrosive Haze too, so Mitch, they spot him.
There's going to be the jump from Cry. Tries to burst down Iron Man. It isn't enough. LeBron steers in, but doesn't get the connection onto Iron Man. Tries to drag him in as well with a shockwave. But won't be enough. Heals there on Weehawk. Protects him for now, but Noob's going to try and jump on the backlines. Look towards Iron Man. Noob bringing Weehawk a little low, but it isn't enough to finish him off straight away. It does hit him with the chains, but Weehawk just standing his ground. Shooting straight back on the Ember. Jump forward from GH with the stolen remnant. Looking to close the gap. LeBron. Cry does manage to get in a burst down a second. But Miracle is there with a Chrono commitment onto Noob. Cry's TPing out. So it's 2 for 2. Again, Cry's finding some in. LeBron gets the RP off onto mind control, but it is just an RP and an attempt to save him himself as he continues to run. GH in with the blink, lifts up TNC. Time is being bought for Miracle to head over. He'll use the false promise, but if Miracle can get a few punches in, there will be more than enough damage to make sure that DNZ's life comes to an end after false promise. And look, they're not even done it. Mind control, he's jumped in very deep. Against the two of them, Miracle is happy to join. Cry's going to try and turn onto the two of them, but Miracle is holding his ground for now. Will jump out now, respect the respawn of Mitch. burst. Mind control low. Prime, he's got to be careful. The bash is coming out, but he does start to shift into strength. He's low on mana. Trying to find mind control. He's still alive, Cry, but finally he falls. Miracle finishes him off. Miracle's over towards Mitch, and indeed this stolen corrosive haze from GH is making all the difference. The usual play slow onto LeBron. It dives in the face. It's a triple kill for Miracle. What can he do? He tries to hold for the change. Miracle. I mean, he feels how strong he is right now. He's on the verge of hitting level 20 at 23 minutes in, 14k net worth. They got the Void twice in this series, Nigma, and Miracle is certainly just showing how destructive this hero can be at the moment. One of the best carries in the game.
And now we're understanding why they did Voidster in safe lane. You know, they were just confusing the heroes in that other series.
I guess so, yeah, maybe. You know, during the draft phase, you type in Void, you press enter or whatnot, and next thing you know, you're playing wrong purple guy in the safe lane. Could have happened.
Yeah, this just feels like such good game planning from start to finish, from draft, just really breaking tempo, and then, yeah, just the way they've executed on the side of Nigma. Everyone does exactly what they need to do with their jobs. Miracle overperforming, if anything. Yeah, though. This is the one they try to go for.
And they'll be able to burst him. Viper down, Miracle sweeping over from the side, Chrono up in less than 30 seconds. They're going to turn their attention over towards Miracle. Miracle's going to watch him from the high ground.
Is under attack.
What they can do, GH still with a good bit of time left to play with the corrosive.
Hold on, mind control.
They can burst him.
Too.
Getting it low, Mitch trying to find the crush, closing the gap, but the lift up from GH will spray the slide up on him for now. Still though, the Yule's control's there. They're on top of Mike controlling with a burst from Krylat. They claim his life. Krylat continues to get these kills. I mean, he's 6, 1, and 6. He's really trying his best up against the power of Nigma. Nigma still holding a confident lead, but Tempo definitely a team that they certainly give it their all when they're behind.
Yeah. If they were so behind, I would say that they could actually have a pretty decent shot in this one. It's not totally over, but I'd give them like maybe like 10 to 15. If they were in a more comfortable spot, like these heroes do start falling off. Like Timber and Viper, if it gets to some point like 35, 40 minutes, these heroes start to get a lot weaker. So I could see the small moments for them.
Poor old
Still gonna be so damn hard though.
Trying to TP out, but Warp was up on the high ground and GH is in with the telekinesis. Suddenly that retreat is not going to work out. Courier's out as well. I'm going to find a couple of couriers here.
Oh, they're going for top mind control.
And Cries is gone. Now indeed looking towards the Timber. There's preoccupied Tempo, and they won't mind losing a couple of couriers for getting a big kill like that. Miracle. He's got the big catch. He's got himself in control, but TNC will buy some time. Still Cry going to take a lot of damage, and he's low on mana, so no way for Cry to get out of this. Miracle is godlike now on the board. Over towards LeBron he goes. A double kill for Miracle. Mitch, he's left behind. The tips are coming out. It's a triple kill for Miracle, as we are seeing yet again just another. Well, he makes it look easy, you know, both of these games. Miracle Faceless Void just blowing away the competition. 6k ahead of anyone else in the game at 26 minutes in. It just seeming untouchable.
I mean, he's really been on fire like, both of these games. Sure, his team, he has this amazing team around him, and they're making so many plays to make him look this good. He's just individually getting perfect situations. So these chronos every time, he's just always catching the right heroes. He did have the one blunder where I think he whiffed one earlier in this game, but pretty much across the board, he's just making it look easy.
Player's going to be next, Vertical. Reaver's already picked up, looking for that Satanic. Also finds himself a tight sliver.
Sure, why not?
Here's the point. Arrive.
His game just continues to get better and better. Tempo, they're going to try with the smoke out. Looking for an opportunity with the blink carpet. See if they can bait anything else out mid. Miracle just baiting with the Mantra Illusions for now. Knows to play it safe, keep close to the safety. We are.
Where do they go though? Like all their lanes are pushing in, top and bottom are just shoved in super hard. So I guess
They're trying to catch pod.
They're gonna try.
We've seen a few, you know, they can
kill these two. Yeah, these two are very vulnerable.
Mind control shows. There we go. And with the burst, And this time, not enough straight away. The curse and the cold brace keeping mind control set. Mind control is going to turn. There's the rest of Nigma are coming across. If Tempo want to finish this kill, they've got to do it quickly. Mind control again. Save Iron Man with the Glimmer Cape. Cry turns over towards Iron Man at the same time on the back of it all. The jumping DNZ forcing him to false promise himself. The RP comes out, locking down mind control. They're still trying to finish up this Timber. They finally are able to do so, but now they've got to run. Because Miracle's in town and he's got his eyes on Noob with a very short remnant off the side. Tries to duke it out. Will manage to jump over to the side, over the trees, but Miracle's got the vision, slows him down to the diffuser. Another cleanup by Miracle's Void. They do get those 2 kills, but it just takes them a little too long that time round. Iron Man able to buy time with the curse and the embrace, and as we're seeing, it's just once more just this cleanup that favors Nigma.
Yeah, and it's like even if even if they kill earlier though, it's not like they're getting much. It's just kills. It's not turning into anything else. It's still a real sad game for Tempo. No matter what does happen, and we do see the Timber. Yeah, sure he survives because the Reeves in the hood, but. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's just a free Miracle game, though.
Again, with this lead, they just sort of feel like they could do what they want, play it a bit easy, play it slow as they fancy. Miracle is just a couple hundred off the Satanic. That's coming in for him soon. See how far as we are with the Solar Crest for the full utility, trying to get this Hex online. Having that extra bit of catch so they can punish Cry when Cry tries to start these fights is the more thing. Cry knows he's going to go for the BKB next after that matter. So he has some sort of way of standing strong in the fights without too much of a worry, but still obviously many methods of fighting through the BKB that the Nigma's heroes do have.
Yeah, and it's still just him getting farmed. Ember and Slard are not finding much of anything.
Here we go. And with the chase, DNZ. Trying to run. Cannot run from this Void. Miracle.
They're toying with their food at this point. Go into the Roche pit, Miracle. You're just like, they don't need to be running around looking to be merciless killers.
I mean, they just want to kill. Mitch goes down. Miracle's running on top. They've got Chrono. Ooh, Cry's on the cliff. He is away, though, before Miracle's able to get in and commit with them. Chrono, now they'll look for Roche. They know they've well and truly pushed Tempo right out of his area of the map. Roshan is there for the taking. Closing on a 20k lead. Uh-oh. Trying to find Mood. Might just sell him in.
Found him.
He's got Stolen Crush as well, looking down. Comes in a little early. He's able to close it with the Sleight of Fist.
Oh, the Stolen Remnants.
Locks him down. Noob, he's going to go for the TP out. Off to the side he goes. He's trying to run. Trying to make them take as much time possible to kill him off, but they do kill him. Miracle beyond godlike. It just continues. I think, you know, if you're a team watching this and you're playing against Nigma, you've got to have some serious answers for the Void or just straight up take it away. You know, first pick, it comes in, it does this much, can't stop it. It's just terrifying in Nigma's hands.
Look at him go. He's just diving in because he has a track.
Taking a lot of hits there from the fountain, not enough to kill him though. Time got back up to full HP, and even there, clowning around, diving up towards the fountain, it just doesn't matter. They're that far ahead. Newer comes in, drags them off to the side, but hits LeBron straight out of action immediately again. 50 seconds, he's down. Miracle's over towards Mitch. The bash is coming in thick and fast from this Void. As Mitch is going to live for now. He's Cry that is not though. Jump over from Miracle, turns his attention towards the bigger target, and then just being out in the fountain. Oh, he's going to time walk it in. Oh, look at that. He's trying to rely on the Satanic. He's getting greedy, but it's working, and he's back up to full HP. There we have it. There we have it. Fountain diving.
Radiant's bottom tower is
with no
attack.
cares at all. 29k lead. Miracle just doing whatever he wants right now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They're gonna still try and I'll still try and do something here, Tempo, but
Radiant's
it looked
bottom
pretty
barracks
bleak.
are under attack.
30k down, bottom rack's gone, Miracle's in, he's ready for more. Wants to pad up that scoreboard even more than he did in the first game. They are underneath the tower, but it doesn't matter. Miracle just right-clicking them all. They get skewered close to the fountain. It's not close enough to kill him, though. There we have it. GG is called. Nigma in this game, too, just leaving no chances for Tempo as this.